Hey, it's Zero at Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we're doing a DC superhero video for you guys. We're going to be opening up 6 of the DC blind boxes, which includes Scribblenauts Unmasked Series 1, 2, and 3. We also have 2 DC Universe Mystery Mini vinyl figure blind boxes. And finally, we have a DC Comics Variant Play Arts action figure #1 Batman. This thing is awesome. Cannot wait to show it to you. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up our blind boxes first. And let's start with the DC Universe Funko Pops. Now we've gotten almost the entire set of these, and I think I have maybe a couple more blind boxes of this left, so we're really coming down to the wire on opening these. I probably won't be doing too many reopenings if we get duplicates in this video for that reason. Number one, I don't have many left. In fact, those are the last 2 Scribblenauts Series 1 and Series 2 blind boxes that I have left. After that, that's it. There is no more. So here's going to be our first one, which is different than the Batman that's sitting back here, but I'm pretty sure we've already gotten this one. And you know, I'm not sure if I like the gray Batman or the blue Batman more. I like them both quite a bit, but you know, blue's my favorite color, but the gray Batman it kind of suits him a little bit better. It looks more like what Batman should look like, in my opinion. The blue looks better on Batgirl over here than it does on Batman. And let's see, looks like we got another blue Batman. I think this one might be a new one. Maybe. This one's a little bit different than the one that's back here. He's got a different expression. I don't know if I've already gotten that one or not. I don't think I have this one though. Now let's open up the Scribblenauts. So this is going to be the final Series 1 that I own. We didn't do an entire case of these. I bought a bunch of them from GameStop. And here we go with Aquaman. This is going to be a new one. So here he is on his base. And you know, I never really liked Aquaman until I played the Injustice game. He was really good on Injustice. He was one of my favorite characters to play on. And ever since then, I've started to like him a lot more. Glad we got that one, because I don't think I have very many Aquamans of anything. I don't think I have, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I even have one Aquaman collectible. So this is going to be another new one. So I actually stopped the video to go look this one up, because if you look at the box, he's not listed on here. In fact, it's just got a question mark, and it doesn't really, the shadow doesn't look like this character. Same with this one, doesn't really look like this. It almost looks kind of like a Birdman or something, but I went and looked it up on eBay. It is a rarer character. Unfortunately, it's not really worth anything. They're selling for about $10. It says the name for this one is Starro, which I'm not sure what DC Universe comic book he's from. I've never seen this, never heard of this one either. Maybe one of you guys can comment and tell me. He looks kind of like something that you'd see out of a video game, like maybe like Little Nemo or something from the Nintendo game. But let's go ahead and set that down, and let's move on to the Series 3. Now, the one character I really want to get out of here is, of course, going to be the Yellow Flash, which he's a 3 out of 18, so I don't think he should be that hard to get. And since we got an entire case, we should be able to get him at some point. Looks like we got another Lantern. So here's another one of our Green Lantern characters. And since I did show you guys this one, and I have an entire case of these, and I've only opened a few, I will open another one since we got a duplicate right there. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, nice. We got the Yellow Flash. So here's our Yellow Flash, and he kind of blends in with my yellow poster board back there. He's the same exact shade of yellow, but man, I really like this one. This is probably going to end up being my favorite Scribblenauts. I have the Red Flash, but this one, I just like that shade of yellow, and the red on him looks really good. Those two colors just really go well together. And okay, so we got, I think he's called the Star Spangled Kid. I could be wrong. I read the comments because I called this one Captain America. For some reason, I thought it was Captain America, which is really kind of not too bright, because Captain America is a Marvel character. And of course, we're opening DC blind boxes, so I don't know why I would have even thought this would have been Captain America, but I did call him that in another video. We didn't actually get him in the video. This is the first one that I've gotten. I was just looking at the boxes and I pointed at him and I said I thought this was Captain America. But here he is, the Star Spangled Kid, hopefully is what his name is. So now it's time to open up our Variant Play Arts #1 Batman. I've had this sitting in my room for at least 3 months. We did a little vote here on the channel and I asked you guys what you wanted to see next, and everyone voted for the Flash. So I did the Flash and it's just taken forever for me to get back to this one. But I'm going to go ahead and get them out of the box and we're going to check them out. So first things first, this is going to be the base, which as you can see I'm going to have to pop all the pieces out. This is everything that the base comes with. It also has these little screws right here. So we're going to put this together in just a moment. And right here is our Batman. As you can see, he's got a big sword. He's got his, I guess that's the grapple gun. I'm not 100% sure that's what it is. That's what it looks like to me. He's got his little hands right here. As you can see, he's got a real nice candy apple type of red. It's a little bit darker than a candy apple, but it's got that type of paint on it. Here's a look at the bottom. He's got like a little grapple hook coming off of his cape here. Let's go ahead and take him out. And let's see here. Looks like there's actually a little batarang. It was underneath him. It must have got kind of tossed under there. But this is going to be pretty much just like our Flash figure that I showed you guys. You can pose him, bend him in all sorts of different ways. As you can see, you can move his feet, you can bend his knees. Pretty much anywhere you would think that you could bend him, you can probably bend him. Including even his hands. You can even move his hands. And here's his head. And sometimes the characters will come with different heads. Doesn't look like this one comes with a different head. Here's a look at the back. And as you can see, he's got like these little grapples all over his cape. He almost looks kind of like, he looks like he's got kind of like a Dracula cape. It's kind of like a real dark color with a lot of red tint to it. Here's a look at the back. And there's actually, if you notice, there's 2 capes. So it's 2 separate capes right here. It's a split cape. Here's a closer look at some of his armor. And it looks like he's got some gadgets right here on his legs. He's got his little utility belt on. So this is a really cool Batman. There's actually, I think there's 3 different Batmans that you can buy like this. There's a blue one, there's a standard black one, and then I got this one because I really like that shade of red on him. Also like these too. I like those. But I'll go ahead and get his base put together and we'll get his weapons in his hand and we'll take a better look at him like that. So now that we got him on the base, I want to point out a couple things about this one. For starters, in order to put him on the base, you kind of have to wedge his cape behind this thing, and as you can see, it does make the cape look kind of neat because it's kind of blowing in the background back there, but it also, it kind of looks weird like that too. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on how you angle him when you want to pose him, but you could also turn him and just have the cape off behind him and you just have to put him off to the side. Now another interesting thing, as you can see, the sword just came out of his hand. See this hand right here, which is up here, that one right there will hold this gun just perfectly fine, but in order to hold his sword you have to use this hand right here, which doesn't really grip it. As you can see, it doesn't really have like a grasping hold of it, so the sword can only just kind of sit there like that. The other 2 hands that you get are just balled up fists. So those are pretty much the options that you have. The only thing he's not holding right now is his batarang, so you could swap out something for the batarang. And one other thing that I did want to point out, it doesn't seem like there's anywhere that you could just take his sword and kind of like slide it into a holster. Same with the gun. So if it's not in his hand, it's pretty much just going to be sitting somewhere. So that's a little unfortunate as well. It would have been nice if they had given him like a little holster or a slot or a slit or something just to kind of slide the sword down in. That would have been pretty neat. So now that we've talked about him a little bit, let's go ahead and take a better look at our Batman here on the rotating base. now that I've had a chance to take a really good look at our Batman and kind of swap out his pieces and pose them in different ways, I'll have to say I'm really impressed with this figure. It's just as nice, if not better, than the Flash that I showed you guys. This one is really well made, so it's one that I could recommend. Now, if you do want to see more of the Play Arts characters, or if you want to see a specific superhero, just be sure and press the like button and comment below. We do read the comments and we do take those into consideration when making these types of videos. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.